Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island All Stars 2024 Series 1 Episode 27. This is another Unseen Bits. This is the fourth Unseen Bits of this series. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 26. Of course, there's going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So Chris and Toby were doing some dancing. Casey grabbed Eve's leg in the bathroom. The boys were messing around in the pool. Then Anton said his mum does some Reiki, or Reiki, spelled Reiki, and it was sort of like a, like therapy, and basically he was making other people, do fake laugh, and then eventually like real laugh. So it was like a ho ho ho, he, and there's a different way of doing it. So he was doing it with like Callum and Georgia H. Chris saved a lizard from the water, and then it was like just chilling on him. He called it Leonard the Lizard. And then Toby and Chris was doing a would you rather, and Chris asked, would you rather have sweat mayo or be covered in ham on your body every single day when you wake up, but you don't know why? Molly did a wax strip on Tom's leg, and then Josh asked, oh, did that hurt? Yeah, and then Molly said, do you want something? Like, no. And then she tried running after Josh, trying to put a wax strip on his leg. Then we had the PDA things, but then there were other ones that they did. So, like, the cringiest, we had Josh farting, Joanna burping, and then Chris picking Casey's nose. For the happiest, we had Joanna and Molly, Casey and Tom, and Arabella and Molly. And then for the buggiest, because we can't have the muggiest, Ian said, we have Georgia S. These were people scared by bugs, the favourite. Georgia S., Callum, Molly and Joanna. Tom and Casey were doing some mind reading. Basically, they said they could read each other's minds, and Molly didn't believe it. And then she was saying, oh, I know, because you pointed with one finger on them, and you pointed with two fingers on... It was weird. Molly nearly fell over. She knocked her stool over inside. Josh and Toby were being silly and funny in like the bathroom. Georgia S was there. Joanna burped again. Chris was humping the bed. It was weird. Anton was doing sort of Cupid thing. Casey was doing some dancing. Molly and Kaz broke eye contact during drinking. She said, you need to do it again, otherwise you're going to get 7 years bad sex. Chris and Joanna were doing some yoga. Kaz and Toby were pretending to be them and like thinking what they were saying. Arabella and Georgia H did a text for Casey. It was like a Lord Farquaad thing. Someone sent Josh a text about Oompa Loompas and Willy Wonka. Casey and Callum prayed, basically to bring two new girls in. Kaz struggled to get her suitcase over the step when she was leaving. Then there was some more unseen of the dares that they did. So there was like ride an islander like a horse, whisper sexy chat up line to the islander you fancy the most, massage the neck of the islander who is most likely to have their head turn, snog the islander who you think has slept with the most people. Yeah, I know, it's a weird one. Callum spilt his wine and he was like dabbing it on the deep bean bag. Tom licked Molly's belly button. Then Callum was saying, Chris was saying both the twins, you can tell because they've got different coloured eyes. Jess has got one green and one blue, and then Eve has got two green. But then Casey was saying Jess wears her hair up and Eve wears her hair down. That's how he remembers. Then they were like putting, Toby, Tom and Casey were putting like twigs or stuff on Josh's head while he was sleeping. They were like making a tower. Georgia S fell on the stairs. Some boys threw Arabella in the pool. Chris said he didn't know who Craig David was. And then Anton was a bit offended. And then the others like, you don't know who Craig David is? I was like, what? And he was like, what? Does he play the banjo or something? Or what sort of music does he... I'm like, seriously? How has Chris never heard of Craig David? Like, you've been around for 30 odd years, mate. You know how. Anyway, whatever. Then there was Unseen where he did a film me in, and then they were filming on their phones. Anton was saying he was a naked butler to Georgia H, and that's where the whole thing for the shaving of the bum came. So basically, he was in the gym. And one of his mates or a guy said, look, one person's had to pull out from this thing. Do you mind taking over? He was like, yeah, what is it? So it's a naked butler thing. And then Anton told his mum, and then his mum was like, you're not going out with a bum like that. And she said, you're going to have to shave that, mate. Then in the beach hut bonanza, there was the biggest ick. And then some of the boys were doing the letters LOVE, like jumping into the pool, and Arabella was filming it. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.